size stone.
Dance for your love. Me, I go die for your love. Baby, I go dance for your love. I go die for your love. Baby,
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy. 98.1, simply the best.
From New Englandville Studios, good morning and welcome to other edition of the program Good Morning Salon for this week, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, on Thursday, March 7th, 2019. We will bring the program come to you this Thursday morning. Mina Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Sapti Kalon, good morning. Inside the program this morning, the crime officer Namatu Police Station, Inspector James Yaya Mansari, don't confirm to Radio Democracy say that they investigate the paramount chief for Nongobabulon Chiefdom inside Bont District, PC Jonathan Baki Kabakaba Toka, for where people allege say this paramount chief raped one 16-year-old girl Pekin. The Minister of Energy, Alhaji Kanja Sisedon, say government bring the second car power ship for supply 36 megawatt electricity, we go improve the lights on the eastern parts of Freetown. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy will talk to the Director General na local content agency, Fodiba Dabo. We go talk about the challenge where the local content agency they get with finance for support them do other thing them where they want for do na the local content agency.
Well, this and plenty other story them plus some people wait up na Kube, where fire been born their host and this BNT say then go move come out na this area if government give them other community we get light, water and other facility them. And work about self the inside the program for you this Thursday morning. Remember I say they listen to we live on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, courtesy of Osiwa and powered by Africell. The program where they listen at Good Morning Salon, and you can be part of the program this morning, comment, ask question on any of the issues the more they can discuss inside the program this morning through the number 077 981 981 077 981 981. Now the number for send you message and you self will be part of the program this morning. Well, as you hear from one per we headlines to read them today now the program we go talk to the Director General now the local content agency Fodiba Dabo. We go talk about the challenge them what the local content agency they get with finance support and other thing them for help this particular agency do proper work where government been set them up for. Good morning, Mr. Dabo.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Subtiu, and good morning, Sierra Leoneans.
All right, continue for the between the program. We'll go join you shortly.
The program we dey listen to the Good Morning Salon, and inside the program now we dey look at our first issue. Every year inside March, the History and Africa Studies Department of Rabe College can celebrate a History Week. Outside the department can talk about different course them and other good thing them where the department don't they do. Today, Thursday, March 7, the History and African Studies Department go begin the History Week. Outside them go celebrate, do symposium at the college. Well, for know how the celebration get for look like, Alex Lawrence Kouma talked to the head of department for the History and Africa Studies Department, Dr. Silvano Spencer. We go talk about how the celebration will look like.
Well, the Historical Society and Mokude other society who gets on campus like usually gets a week-long event for celebrate their existence and for showcase what they been on they do and what they plan for do. So the Historical Society been on they do certain things them and we get plans for undertake some more events in the future. So we want to make clear other students that we're not in the Department of History and even members of the public then become aware of our existence and what they do in the interest of the country and college.
So during this celebration, what are the events that they do? We go raise more awareness about the history department.
Well, we get we keynote speaker. We go get for talk more on waiting the Department of History stand for, and we go also make a known to the public that the Department of History are part of the development process. As we know, under this new political dispensation, we get a great deal of emphasis on education with the flagship program. So we self want for throw weight behind that. That make you go discover say this time we not get a theme where purely they deal with history, but when they deal with education, we in a way encapsulate history as well. So that makes the theme history plan increasing awareness on the importance of history to national development.
So when the celebration begin and when it end?
Well, we start on the 7th. Now they start, and we'll get like a 4 days events apart from that first meeting day. We'll get a quiz competition, we'll get football tournaments as well. Then we'll get community outreach. We will go out to neighboring communities, then tell them about the importance of studying history and also the importance of education. Let them take advantage of this free education.
So generally, what are they expect from this celebration?
Well, we expect, say, this celebration will give you more visibility, in that people will come for no say yes, we're there around. It will help for make we become more audible, in that people will hear your voices them and will know what we do after. And we'll get more and more people when they come for can study history, because in fact over the years we see an increasing number of people who want to read history, when an indication of the fact that people realize history is a discipline way relevant, even though it appears superficially say irrelevant. We hope for see past students them. We get plenty past students them. We occupy very important positions them. Some are ministers, some are directors, some are principals them, some are lawyers. So we expect to see them, so that there will be a source of inspiration to the students that we will get now. For no say, with history, you can go places.
And the current student them now, what do they expect from them in terms of participation?
Well, we expect say they go support the program, because now them program historical society now then get some, and so as I mentioned, one of the aims now for promote the discipline of history, especially to the one that we not really know within the discipline of history there about at tertiary level.
Well, that's now Dr. Sylvanus Spencer, the head of Department for the History and Africa Studies Department, Safrabi College, and he will talk to Alex Lawrence Roma inside our interview about this History Week, where students will start for celebrating the Thursday, March 7. The program will still listen to Gud Mornin Salone, and it come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, where they look at another issue inside the program. For make young people we can just come out college, get work in a salon and other Africa country them, the Freedom Business School through the Work Ready Bootcamp project don't begin take the application for give 9 months training to young graduate them. Melvick Green, the school coordinator in the Freedom Business School, he explain more about this program to Khadija Bangura.
The Work Ready Bootcamp now for recent graduates then we not get work yet and we look for work. So what the Work Ready Bootcamp to do is it prepare them through a 9-month session with 6 months now in-house like classes and all things, then in 3 months and get internship. The good thing about the Work Ready thing is when you go through the program you're short of a job. If you get A to C you're guaranteed a job. D will just give certificates of completion, and it's still good for you because if all months you go through the Work Ready Bootcamp, then you're fine. But then we not promise for find work for you. Whereas with the A to C we go find work for them.
This 9-month training, we now the Work Ready course. Waiting that they look for before now enroll people for be part of the 9-month training. Okay, firstly, before you qualify for the Work Ready, you forget degree if you recently graduated from any university. Even if you're not recently graduated, you still not get work yet, you can still come and make we help you through the bootcamp. When I get any specific areas of qualification, say, oh, we want engineers, they want journalists, them, or no, just it's right across the board. What we equip you with is normally we know say. Students that lack initiative, they don't get entrepreneurial skills, they don't get project management, then kind of thing, and they data decisions. So what the Work Ready is, waiting the Work Ready to do for them is they give them all the skill there. So regardless of waiting they study economics, engineering, whatever it is, we just prepare you for work any side. So if somebody interested now, he wants for kind of role in this Work Ready program at the Freedom Business School, waiting, you get anything for pay or you can just come with qualification. That's the interesting part of this Work Ready. The Work Ready would give 90% scholarship. So just come, all what we need is willing people, we're ready for help themselves and go through this bootcamp. So all we think about paying are just $435,000 for the 9-month program. That's all, and then keep it $435 in installment. Okay. So what we need is just show up, kind of the office 60 Wellington Street, ask for form, or you go on our website www.fbs.edu.sl
and you can apply online as well.
The people away go don't successfully go through the 9 months training. They talk about jobs here. Whose kind job una they find for them, and the job una they search for them for? Is it that not only within Salon, or una want for extend them somewhere else?
Like as you hear, it's work ready Africa. So without coming, we know it's all internal.
Well, that's now Melvick Green, the school coordinator na Freetown Business School. But they explained to Khadija Bangura, but your work ready way is in a bootcamp project where go make students and making non-graduates get work. The program we they listen to na Good Morning Salone, and as we don't say earlier, we get to Director General from the local content agency where they are for can talk about in work and all that thing them where it get for push the agency go before. And the local content agency government be established through the Act of Parliament of 2016, and some of the mandates of this agency now for link foreign direct investment with local business people in the economy. Also, the agency for create ways so that people where they do different things them where they make na saloya go able showcase and take them to the international market. We go create revenue for boost the country economy. And now it's when at the studio the Director General for the Badabodea, and they can talk plenty thing about the agency and from the stage where it take the agency to now. Once more, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, to you. First of all, let me seize this opportunity for thank His Excellency the President, retired Dr. Julius Madabio, for the confidence where he reposed in me for lead this agency. My appointment couldn't have come at a better time. This agency, for many reasons, a very important agency. You cannot talk about Sierra Leone economic development without the local content agency, basically because of we key mandates. So yes, I'm here today for that talk about what we do as an agency, what are we vision, and what are the plans. And basically, for just, I know say at some point during the introduction, you mentioned about Adea for talk about the critical financial challenges what they face. Yes, I cannot overstate that, but that's again not the primary focus and essence why I'm here. Adea for really come showcase what in local content they about, because there was so many misconceptions about local content. So I believe say with this hour where they spend with Tuna, we'll be able as a Sierra Leonean for get a clear picture what in really local content represents.
All right, Mr. Dabo, before we can showcase the local content policy and what it represents, let we look back from 2016 where government established this particular agency through an act of parliament. It gets, when you look at the act, it get different reasons them we make government establish, and one now for boost the salon economy through the citizen and participation, local industry and things they wouldn't produce. You're not expert in this area. From the time where government established this act to now, what's your assessment in terms of citizen and participation in boosting the economy?
Absolutely, like you rightly say, that's exactly the act's clear on that one day. It's about the citizenry of this country. I would say, let's just give a brief overview. The whole idea of local content, you cannot talk about the act without the policy. In 2012, there was an approved local content policy where cabinet approved. The rationale behind them, you know, at that time there was the issue about, okay, Sierra Leone economy, the boom by double digit, World Bank reports, then they out there, and so many other reports. But when you talk to the common man, you know, they translate. So yes, we get mining boom and so many other things, but you know, they really translates to the local economy. So that's the reason why government in wisdom thought it fit that there shall be a local content policy way at 2012. But again, as you know, policies are just policies.
Okay.
Much wasn't done for ensure say the key mandates inside we say for link with foreign direct investment where they come with the local economy and not really meets in real mandate. So what in government do? It decide for take a step further, which is for make an act of parliament. So 2016, the act of parliament was approved, we actually form this agency. We now get the responsibility for ensure say them provisions in the act is fully implemented. So yes, much not happen during the policy stage, but definitely at the act stage. Okay, with support from DFID, Naimini supports the unit at that time. But with the unit transition to an act of parliament, we form an agency. Okay, DFID decide for commot. I can understand because it become a government owned. When an act create with an agency, Sierra Leone Local Content Agency become a subvented agency of government like any other agency. So basically, that happened January 2017. The operation began, but again, 1 year, much not really happened. We'll come into election year, 2018, and let it be known, just for the record, when the operation began 2017 January through 2018, I mean, staff of these agencies, them in just there, but not getting paid. Then at the reality, not until when this new direction government came. First of all, my appointment, the first appointment as a Director General at this agency by His Excellency Dr. Julius Madabio. That tells you the political authority, the political will now did it. This government see the need, say, you can't talk about transforming the local economy without local content. So since as they come, waiting and say, okay, you can't.
In terms of your appointment, you don't talk how the local content agency in a salon day. You don't take over office over 2 months now. Let me know who stage you did in terms of improving and showcasing really the local content policy for do things within your mandate.
Okay, absolutely. Like I say, my appointment come little over 2 months now. What do I do? You have to create that conducive working environment. Outside the building in there, I choose say, okay, this is nothing to write home about. We really not go in at this structure because it poses a lot of safety issues and other things. So what I do? We move. Currently, I'm pleased for Toxi outside the headquarters of the local content agency there. I mean, it's very much safer, conducive as the case may be. So staff of the agency now don't feel say, okay, yes, now then don't give them some sort of platform for able to do them work freely, you know. So that in itself, now one key thing where I can count on as an achievement. Then we've done a lot of consultations, whether with the private sector, because you cannot talk about achieving local content without the private sector. When then really they create the employment. We don't do with traditional partners, DFID, the World Bank, GIZ. Let them know say, okay, the narrative don't change. Government serious about local content. And I make my appointment at the first Director General appointment. I don't reach out to them for let them know say, okay, since we mandate is about foreign direct investment, we can't achieve this without owner buying, without this mutual partnership and collaborations. Trust me, now than ever before, then say they're ready for partner with we and ensure say that dream what they mean gets back then for local content actualize.
Look, when you look at Sierra Leoneans, them you did notice there's so much energy they among the Sierra Leonean them for come into businesses. Young Sierra Leonean and young graduate them from different university. Most of them can left the career them decide for set up businesses. We they talk earlier on you state about the political will. Now when you say the political will they for push the local content agency, how much you willing for do for make sure say local businesses them able for sustain?
Thank you for that question. Okay, again, this speaks to my vision or the agency in vision, which is clear. For ensure say we as an agency of local content will not go rest until we create that platform for the businesses then join that supply chain for ensure say them participate fully in the development of the economy. What we don't do, we plan it clear. Local ownership we decide say, okay, Sierra Leoneans therefore take ownership of this economy. How? We get this made in Sierra Leone concept, now a policy-driven agenda where the Ministry of Trade and the Ministry of Finance put together for say, okay, now we for ensure say we showcase we locally produce goods and services. The fourth estate, una go agree with me, say now before that was not the case, but now every major supermarkets and business places in this country, not only Freetown, get a special shelf where they showcase we locally produce goods and services. Before that was not the case. With business people don't go down, then go take and put on at the backbone. No, with the wisdom of we minister currently, the Minister of Trade, as a matter of fact, the act where local content talk the minister, not the Minister of Trade, because we get with line ministry we work with.
Mr. Dabo, for showcase them made in salon products there na supermarkets shelf them according to you now one. But again, for encourage the Sierra Leonean, they now develop a culture for embrace uyun. The made in salon products, not a new name among Sierra Leonean them, because I remember at one time government even make a priority na the country in budget, but yet still businesses and they get challenged. If they say businesses, them new business don't just set up within 1 or 2 years, then they collapse. The question is how much you as a new director on this particular agency able for do for sustain local business system for grow.
Okay, I couldn't agree with you more on that. As much as Adenaya for talk say, okay, with agencies about regulations and compliances with foreign businesses, but I also they seize this opportunity for tell Sierra Leonean business owners for say, listen, local contents, yes, it's a good thing, but one thing where we as an agency, we need to compromise standards. Because what I don't do, every month, in a part of our activities, we get with staff there where they go out and just do the monitorings there around supermarkets for just listen to also not only to we own local suppliers but the supermarket owners there as well. Some of the challenges then within the reports are clear. So may they use this platform. Say as much as we in our local content they advocate for we local suppliers then for let them businesses then grow. But at the same time, would they tell them say, look, we need a compromise standard. Let it be known. Sierra Leone, not to just on your own. We belong to other regional countries there. Let's say for instance, we don't sign treaties there. Now the Mano River Union, now the ECOWAS. We're not get right as a nation for begin say, okay, because we get local content, goods from Abidjan, goods from Senegal or Ghana, not for making at the market now. So this is an eye opener. I they tell people for let them know say this government not the compromise substandards products because of the report and the way people then they get for say able the reason why we need to buy Sierra Leonean product there because first of all. How you go justify this for even go begin put peanut butter granite na bama mayonnaise bottle then you begin call and say that made in Sierra Leone. It is unacceptable, and they make as an agency what you would they do as part of a plan now for ensure say we continue for build them capacity. So would they train them key things then components such as ensuring say quality standard and management. We they ensure say we train them on the one day packaging and labeling, simple things, but it will yield dividend.
Okay, Mr. Dabo, in terms of the agency where you self admit say for a long time previously we don't go down, this makes some other business institution and agency they do the things the way owners supposed to do. In terms of retrieving your full mandate, what's measure you don't put in place? Because most time things where local content agency they call for you, they see other body they call back for the same thing. We can make people they ask say, oh, that really they in charge of this kind here. So.
Thank you so much for that wonderful question. What I don't do, as per with mandates, it's clear. We get to call the local content committee, where set up of bodies there, with primarily the ministry, department, and agencies of government. Then also the civil society, of course, the Forter State as well. So this coming Tuesday, next Tuesday, we they get to first local content committee meeting. That letter already don't go out, and I use this opportunity for call on all MDAs of government. We received that letter, and that letter the chief minister gets CC on them, the minister of trade, and so many relevant authorities for say, would they call people then, let them come, local hold with first local content committee meeting since the establishment of this agency. Because what they try for do, I mean, as Director General, I want to make sure say the acts we know abuse them. So the act's clear. It's a look get local content committee meeting once every quarter. So since this is the last quarter, last month within the quarter one, as here necessary, and this meeting is going to be chaired by the Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry. What in this meeting they about? Now for foster coordinations among MDAs in implementing the local content, a clear. So would they come discuss what we call implementation framework, whereby the thing where they talk so we go avoid them. Because definitely we want to make sure say we don't want to see like National Mineral Agency una neighbor naya we get the Mines and Mineral Act and local content na a component they we don't want to see let them they do we own work. So we are here today for say local content is ready than ever before.
Continue for day with we for the Badabo Director General Local Content Agency. You dey listen to the program Good Morning Salone, where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM.
We dey continue with the program and we dey look at other issues inside the program this morning as the 1991 Constitution give power to people for choose free one whose political party or organization person for associating self with. But plenty people they don't get concerned, but they can't wait how politicians then can left them political party and go to other one them waking in a power. Tonko Limba Chiefdom na Kambia district will always be stronghold for the opposition APC party. But this BNTM, the first time councillor for the APC party in Ward 194, Jacob Santigi Conte don't confirm say he don't left the APC and join the SLPP because he say the APC party neglects Tonko Limba Chiefdom during the 10 years with them being a power. Jacob Santigi Conte explain more inside this interview to Radio Democracy Michael Sambola.
I want to confirm that it is true. For now, I deal with the Sierra Leone People's Party and ensure that the vision we then get as government, I promote them down in the young community when I Tonko Limba.
You should have been APC councillor, and now you don't go to the Sierra Leone People's Party. What's not the reason?
The reason is clear. My brother, Tonko Limba is known to be APC. From original, the strongest hold of APC nationwide. But you will find out that the way the people in the APC party, especially with elders, they treat we as a committed people, and they go down well with we, not the community. In the sense that the APC don't help Tonko Limba by giving positions, making ministers. We also get the district chairman for the Cambia District Council.
With all this, which not the issue, how they neglect it?
Brother, as I talk, with this galaxy of team, when you go to Tonko, there is nothing these people could write home about. We came proud of, say yes, we people every day in that hem of power. We are neglected, then turn them back to we. And we take them together and tell them, say, they've not done anything good for us in Tonko Limba. Will we, as a community, we're proud of them.
Before the presidential election, the Tonko Limba being only with the APC.
All along.
And then the comment and talk about neglect. So why now?
Yeah, well, we be the talk. We be the talk. Politician, no matter what you talk about, in our mind.
You cause politician, right?
Yes, of course. You cause now waiting how we they behave. Now that I tell you so now. You talk about in our mind. You cause himself, care.
What about the allegation that mostly this come from people now we don't can spend money, influence now because the SLPP they not power and most of una then they say una the betray and the big cowboy.
This is not about betrayal, and this is not about money. It's all about consciousness. The world we within now a world of consciousness. We Limba man, we believe in we yes and we know. It's not about money. Money they influence we for do anything. When we see the right thing, we go for it, no matter what. Even when people in the rights about money, we don't take a stand as a community, as Limba people and Tonko Limba, for let the APC and the elders of Tonko Limba attach value to we, for let them value we and let them treat we with seriousness.
But many the points about individual gains, individual benefit, because of the SLPP in a power now, so cost carpet. And people are answerable to them because the government is in a power.
My brother, this is not about individual business. We are going as a chiefdom, not even as a ward. Because the ward outside the rerun elections for take place, by election for take place now, Ward 196. But I talk to you, my brother, we are going as a chiefdom. It's not an individual move this. Because of the kind of awareness we don't get and what we they look out for. If we brothers them, where we say now brothers, and the APC, when they say now we young picking party that one day, then done the good 10 to 11 years, they've not done anything remarkable, anything noticeable on the ground. What do you think we go do? Should we continue to be following them? We want development now with chiefdom. And adage say, they say the picking where you born, as you see don't have like in a hand, turn around and look for a man picking.
Alright, that's the first term councillor for the APC party in Ward 194 inside Tonko Limba Chiefdom Jacob Santigi Conte, but they confirmed to Radio Democracy Michael Sambola inside that interview. They say they don't left the APC party and joined the SLPP because it said the APC party neglects Tonko Limba Chiefdom during the 10 years na power.
Family them, Salon Commercial Bank don't do one again. For we and Una will not get account yet. They don't come with brand new things them, like neon SLCD kiosks them, where they all over the country. Also, they get mobile tellers them, we will meet you any side and do your banking. Salon Commercial Bank. Now me bank. Sure. Now you bank, oh. We get me your student account, oh. We get me your current account. We get me your savings account. Oh. For them market to man them, for them keke riders, Okada riders, and them fishmongers, disabled people them. Any day for them petty traders. Salon Commercial Bank. Now we bank. Sure. Now we bank, oh. Family. Salon Commercial Bank for all man, including the professionals.
The program is still a listener. Good Morning Salon. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Where they bring the program come to you this Thursday morning. Mina Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Sapti Kalon. And still inside the studio, we get the Director General Local Content Agency for the Badabo, where they talk about the mandate and the things that we plan for do for push the agency go before. Mr. Dabo, you be mentioned about actualizing the thing that we business people do. But of lately or the past previous time them, we don't see where opportunity they come the real local business people not only able for take part one thing that we for make, then showcase thing the way they do in Salone and other country them. Are you plan for changes let the real business people them where they do the thing they wouldn't say being this is made in Sierra Leone benefits take part and showcase salon products in other country?
Yeah, thank you very much. It's up to you. Yeah, again, that was then, this is now. Basically, let's tell you waiting as part of we plan. Currently, with the vision of the Honorable Minister of Trade, whom I cannot thank enough. He has been very, very much supportive. He get a clear vision for him. It's all about local content and maintaining standards. That's not the hallmark of his job where he do every day. Just this past Sunday, we've been there at the Success Resort somewhere, whereby the Ministry of Trade, in collaboration with the local content agency, we put together what we call a business lunch. We'll bring together Sierra Leonean business people who believe, say, I mean, they can compete wherever they are. I mean, the likes of big business people. Because here's the thing. The dream of this forum, and by extension, in that forum, we happen to get there also the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and also these Sierra Leonean business owners who believe, say, now then go able to move this economy. Because it's about time we own Sierra Leone businesses in the driver's seat. I mean, in terms of local ownership of the economy. So the plan here is we want to make Sierra Leonean business people the millionaires. Not in Leone, so with all due respect to Leone's currency, but want to make millionaires in dollars. You know, we get a clear pathway to that. Like a gentleman in another meeting, we grab and say, you see, it's good we have local content. We create this platform for local at this forum today. He said, look at me. He said, me are the first person, Sierra Leonean, where they bring air conditions in this country. He doing maths, which is so interesting. He say, statistics don't prove, say, almost 16 million air conditioned in this country, where people in the use. What that means, where a bringer, if only people don't just need for buy from the Sierra Leonean business owner, we own the air conditioned business. He said, can you imagine if people then buy from her, that 60 million, if now $1 self you make pana, what that means automatically you don't make a Sierra Leonean don't become a millionaire. But that brings me to your earlier issues where you raised, Khadija, in terms of the issue of what you may call the nationalistic framework. Salon, we need for like we self as Sierra Leonean. Put we self first. You know, now the Salon manual they see, this is ridiculous, okay? And also I get some one-on-one discussion during my courtesy call with one development partner within this country. They say, okay, as much as the special shelf na the supermarket they make sense, they say, but na Salon man at the see, we go because you see made in Sierra Leone shelf. Me and they go na that ISF. Lago say Ghana product day. Lago say Nigerian. And let me tell you, okay, some of who don't fortunate for live na other countries there, who don't see it today. The answer now for come back home and give back to we country. Let me start with, I can always tell people this, the president, the current president of the United States, Donald Trump, okay? With all in crazy ideas in terms of bilateral partnership. But let me tell you, for him, it's about America first.
Mr.
So that is the mantra. Now, that one day we as Sierra Leoneans, for let we ensure, say, local content thrive. For let we ensure, say, we made in Sierra Leone concept reach. Usai, we want for let it succeed. We need for put yourself first. We need for ensure, say, we eat so to grow and we grow to eat. Then let we lack we own products, then we own services, then we Sierra Leoneans then they provide, not necessarily by foreign nationals.
Mr. Dabo, look at some issues them we don't be challenged over the years for the local content agency and save this made in Salon product. So they try for encourage Sierra Leone and them for let them begin use. Most business people we talk to them, then they complain about the packaging and labeling when a serious challenge for them. I remember the last time we'll get the first time director on the local content agency, Mr. Conjo Naya, instead talk about the issues then they. Where you don't take over now, what you go do for help the business people them? Where don't they get challenged with this labeling and the packaging?
Thank you very much. As I've been outlined some of the challenges then they, we in a local content, by extension, the government of Sierra Leone, want to tell we local business owners there. It don't mean say because we don't create the platform for una, for una go supply una product then na supermarket, you go to just go take granite, you put in a Bama mayonnaise bottle. That one day no they tell the story. Would they change that one day? It's unacceptable. You know the position we as a country for we compete internationally and for us na local content. Now we plan that not necessarily for what will make we local business people then competitive now we country now, but as well let them proud when they say there's a trade fair exhibition at Ghana, Nigeria, Morocco, as the case may be. Let them go and go showcase clearly them product there. I'll tell you what would they do and what you intend for do going forward as part of the vision of this agency. Now for ensure say skills training, I cannot overemphasize this. What it make them they go ensure say they not do the packaging and labeling and well, because some of them don't even know. Say, I mean, come on, how you go put product in a supermarket? You know even clearly give information on the shelf life, what that means for tell people that when this product you make when it expire, as the case may be.
But most of them businesses they are now small businesses that wouldn't just start, then still they try for creep for let them grow. When you look at the money where people will get machine or factory them where they do labeling or rebranding, making very expensive. Different business people they don't get interaction with. Now one of them complain that day.
Absolutely, we are aware of that, and let me tell you, then people are where they talk about now we young constituents would they engage there and will continue for engage there and build their capacity. Let's tell you one quick wins we don't do as an agency. We don't ensure say we work in partnership with the Sierra Leone Standards Bureau when they do testings, you know, because testings is very important. We want to make sure, say, not only because you come out with your honey na coinadugo, you can begin put inside bottle, you go put in a supermarket. No, we don't say you have to go through the process. So Standard Bureau, when I then get the mandate for ensure, say, they certify, then they confirm, say, yes, this product meet the standard before you go to the supermarket. Then they charge very expensive fees in terms of testing the product. What we don't do, we don't drastically cut them down to 75% off. What that means, if it been used for pay 1 million for let them test for you, all you need is 250,000. And let me tell you, what we don't do, we don't create with them with local business there. Come to if you not do it. They use this opportunity for ensure say you come to local content agency where we current office day within on the 3rd and 4th floor of 21 Stewart Street off Sanders Street. Come there and register with we so that you will get that opportunity. Will they give attestation? You go Standard Bureau, then we'll give 75% off on the testing, because at that one day them in the complaint say very expensive.
Continue for day with we inside the program for the Badabo, Director General Local Content Agency. You still listening to the program Good Morning Salon, and now we look at one of we headline them. But 6 months now, the Salon government be get 2-year agreement with the car power ship for supply but 100 megawatt electricity in Freetown. But this ship be get challenge for supply electricity na the eastern part of Freetown for sake of transmission and cable challenge. And this make the Minister of Energy Alhaji Kanjasi say government don't bring the second car power ship for supply 36 megawatt electricity and give proper light on the eastern part na Freetown. Alhaji Kanjasi say Minister of Energy explain more about this power ship to Khadija Bangora inside this interview.
We don't sustain the power for quite some time now. I believe everybody knows light don't stable for quite some time, for over 6 months I could say. And then because the first ship will be done come, it did Kintom. They give you a lot of power, especially this dry season. The power supply will be they get from Bumbuna don't drop drastically. And so that ship now they really step in over the past few days. Something may happen when one of the transformers been blow up and we been blow up. So the engineers have been get for come in quickly and try for bypass and use another transformer. Fortunately, other transformer been there. The only effect we been get at the time we get for reduce the amount of power we been get from the ship. So we're going to some shading, or some areas be they get light, some areas not be they get light. But thankfully, over the past 24 hours, we're able to fix down the engineers able to go into quick action. Then don't stabilize them so that you don't, okay, yes, that true say second ship don't come. Now the challenge we'll get is that this first ship, na Kintomi Day, Now from there they operate, even though it get high capacity of 100 megawatts, we're not able for what we call evacuate, for take the power from Kintom for supply the entire west, center and east of the western area, because we get what we call network challenges. The transmission and distribution line between the west and the east, and a very weak transmission infrastructure we get. And therefore, even though we get high capacity of energy sitting at Kintom, we're not able to make a go take a supply all the east end. And the east end, now they will get a lot of commercial customers, then oil companies then they there, the ports authority they there. You get heavy electricity consumers then they there. And of course the domestic consumers. Therefore we see and fit say it necessary for low camp with a ship, another power ship for an emergency situation, for dedicate directly or exclusively to the east end of Freetown.
So this second one we don't come, una they go put them at the east end of Freetown for supply them your energy.
Exactly, it don't come in a client town or the more na client town you get for day. Now from before right now as I talk to you, the engineers and they at work for do the necessary connections so that we get uninterrupted supply at the east end of Freetown as well.
This second ship will come purposely for the east end of Freetown. How many megawatts una expect?
36 megawatts. So very adequate for the east. Hopefully they even try one other problem for even take out from there for go Waterloo, because Waterloo the connection also between the east to Waterloo is a similar problem. The transmission and distribution network is a very difficult. So would they pay attention down there as well for improvement. Meanwhile, like I tell you, the first ship, between the first ship and the second ship, this center part is a special project. Would you look at a way for improve the network?
Somebody would listen to you now, Mr. Minister, go say, now a brilliant idea as a government for bring a second ship just for sustain electricity supply. But the criteria where government go through for bring this ship not on to clear to the public.
Well, now the same contract we get. You recall, say there was a time where me and my team we all been go Turkey. We been foresee this, but from the moment we bring that first ship, you'll be aware of the problem, the network problem between west and east. We agree with the developers that the car power ship on a Turkey then they we agree with them for say it quicker for bring a second ship in than for begin challenge the network. For challenging network, it will take some time and it will disrupt, it will lead to a lot of disruption. Even though we don't get for left and so, as I say, we get a dedicated project on that where they can improve the network. We are World Bank there in active discussion for actually improve the network there. But see, I say, while we wait for that, it's easier for bring the second ship. So it was part of the contract, not to say an additional, not to say a new contract, now be part of the existing contract to get car power ship contract call for 2 years agreement between we and them for supply this emergency power.
What you go say to somebody who go say, yes, not the same contract, but not just an extension of the old contract?
Yeah, now addendum. We call an addendum to the old contract. The difference therefore be for say, from this same company, car power ship, where they can get additional megawatts. All of this now for solve this so-called dry season problem now Freetown. Anytime dry season come, because the boom when they fall, the electricity supply can become very challenging.
This second ship on account for can supply 36 megawatts at the east end of Freetown. I don't know if UNA as a ministry takes certain complaint. We don't come out from the east end of Freetown into consideration and try to get a discussion with the engineer them east end of Freetown. Then come on complain where they don't get but electricity. Now the issue of low voltage.
Yes, the engineers and they work on that and all the that complaint they related to what I've been telling you. Now the poor network challenge. Number one. Secondly, we get weak transformers then. The point about electricity is the more you supply, the more people then want. Once people ensure of sustainable electricity, the consumers they come on. You get new consumers so they come on.
That's the Minister of Energy, Alhaji Kanja Sisebi. They talk to Khadija Bangoa inside that interview there for the second car power ship where it's a government some bring where it's in a 36 megawatt electricity it would give na the eastern part na Freetown. You still listen to the program Good Morning Salon. Send your message or comments to the number 077-981-981. And still between at the studio, we get Fodi Badabo, Director General, Local Content Agency. You don't talk about say you don't talk about say one thing we will make people able showcase salon and we then do proper rebranding and packaging through skills training. In terms of all in skills training in day, if then people are not get the way for they get funding or loan for they able to do the entire, you know, things say they're not go able for showcase salon, because if you just go get them the training, how they go to get money for get the entire and don't train them on. So creating a way for lady to get a loan, you know, things are an important factor where you for consider.
Absolutely. Access to finance for we local SMEs, they continue to be a challenge, and that's why a priority for we agency currently for ensure say we create that enabling environment. Just yesterday, I've been there per meeting because part of my key responsibility for ensure say we create that platform, we engage partners then we of course get the money for coming and complement government in effort, like we international NGOs then we donor partners. I mean, I've been there per meeting with Coded, for instance, in a Netherlands non-governmental organization. They do so much in terms of you know, supports to local SMEs.
So quickly, we can talk about the local SME support and how they work with donor partner them for the give loan to local businesses. But quickly, let's make your money. Then we take this short commercial break.
Better don't come, better don't come. Now Union Trust Bank again. Union Salone Banco. Union Trust Bank get plenty product and service there for you. You must get what you want to go better. Let me savings account, ide. Current account, ide. Fixed deposit account, ide. Credit facility, ide. All for you. Me and you, me and you. Union Trust Bank na Salone for me and you. Kids future savings account, ide. School fee savings account, ide. Pay advance salary scheme, ide. We branch and they all up at na Salone. Bokono kenema, we de. Kabala mabego kakambia, we de. Jala free town loan sa, we de. And my lengthy one, me and you. Union Trust Bank, me and you. Union Trust Bank, Union Trust Bank na Salone for me and you. Union Salone Banco, Union Trust Banco.
Union Trust Bank, empowering Sierra Leonean businesses.
The program is still a listener. Good Morning Salon. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We continue the program, but quickly let me take this short music break.
No matter who you be, let me make Salone and a big. No look say you follow, no follow. Who say you go foot and a big. No matter where you go, let me make Salone and a big. No look say you follow, no follow. Who say you go foot and a big. Salone the well, yes not true, but make no never so. If you never so, tell me who say we the go. We all know say we all tend of the past. Let we make come for the picking and wound the bomb. Hey, no matter who you be, let we make Salone and a big. No look say you follow.
We continue with the program Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Fodi Badabo, when are the Director General and the Local Content Agency. We talk about the Local Content Agency and self-implanted we get. We don't take over as Director General for over 2 months now. Before we go for the commercial break and music, then you be talk about something very important when are the SME loans them. governments don't they give SME loans to local business people, especially young people who will get interest for start their own businesses them. Any plans for let you agency work with the SME unit for continue and sustain the loans here?
Absolutely. Of course, Igodu mentioned the SME, not a unit, now an agency again. We get the Sierra Leone medium, small and medium enterprise development agency, SME agency. We also sit within the Ministry of Trade, like the local contents. We then serve the mandates clearly for ensure say then develop with the SMEs then. So we mandates then kind of similar. We come to that one day. Then make we work collaboratively. We need to work in silos for ensure say who is doing what, where and when, so that together we can ensure so we strengthen with SMEs then. Here's the thing, beyond government, because you see, as much as government is key and they drive them policy and they drive processes, we just come to reality which we serve. Like I happen in other country then. You can't rely on government for everything. And I make I'm glad 2 days ago the Honorable Minister of Finance in a speech to the new youth entrepreneurship people there, it said, look, don't rely on government for say we come out college, pass you get work. Go and ensure, come up with some innovative ideas, entrepreneurship idea. That's the way to go today.
Some can get the ideas, but forget that startup kit, especially with finances, can be challenged. Again, that can make most of them can go for loans.
Yeah.
Especially the one that they go to the bank. The loan rates, the interest rates can very high.
Okay, so now make part of, you see, we mandate local content, they cut across every sector of this economy as per the act, services, now another sector, whether it's ICT or bank services there. Okay, 15 banks, if you will, we 13 or so, now foreign banks there, we don't engage them. For ensure, say, look, we cannot develop local SMEs if you continue for getting 23% tax rates. It is unacceptable. So what the government they do now for ensure say then cut down then taxes and okay in the private sector then they in the business for make money, but with the appeal to them for let them not just they target big businesses then, because now then gets money, but again they get responsibility for ensure say then give access to finance, then give loan to we small starter business owners.
Well, not create that way there for them, because when you look to them, people are waiting at the banking and financing sector, then will tell you say then small business people are not can comply for can pay back or the interest or something. So una not go create the way we not go get rigid condition them for them small SMEs, yeah.
Absolutely. My colleague, director of the SME agency, like I say, currently I didn't get that mandate for ensure say SMEs then strive, especially access to finance. I believe say they get a clear strategy how if for ensure say that when they happen. For we in a local content, let not deviate from we act. We just they create that enabling environment for ensure say, okay, where you get this money, we make case for we local business owners there. So we are really like a matchmakers, create market linkages, coordination as the case may be. So they play that role there, like I rightly say, SME agencies. And within this new direction, it's never business as usual. It is clear that this SME agency get a clear way how for ensure say it empower with small business owners there. But let me tell you again, don't come to government without a plan. You just forget a clear pathway. You just forget a business plan. Not just go learn business studies na university. You think you have it all. Ensure say where they put it together, your business, okay, agencies then, that they expertise and that one day. If you don't know, come sit down with people. And we look at content, like I say, we are the matchmakers. We can able link you to the resources and they come to let we chat the way forward for ensure say with businesses then look, especially with domestic businesses then. because people need to understand this. It's not so much about the broader private sector where foreign enterprise and they come them, they can set them business, then get the money, but we care so much about with domestic private sector.
All right. Let me look at another issue. We don't be serious challenge, especially with Sierra Leone and then working one for startup companies, where you talk about bidding process, especially if a local company they in a competition with a foreign company, then they bid for a particular contract. How best the local content agency will come in and ensure see the person will get the contract, make the Sierra Leonean company a priority.
Thank you so much, Khadija, for that brilliant question. Of course, again, like I say, all we at the talk now, not only they make them up, the drafters of this act, the Local Content Agency Act of 2016, they be smart enough for capture that one day. You cannot talk about local content without procurement tendering processes. Now, huge part of the work they do for ensure, say, we monitor procurement across the board and at every sector of the economy, whether na agribusiness, whether na energy companies where they come, whether na manufacturing, hotel and tourism, as the case may be, manufacturing. So that point, I cannot overstress this enough. So what will they do? The act say there shall be 10% preferential margin. Deliberately then do them, because so that we young small business people then go able compete with other people then we in the bidding process. So they make we as an agency effective monitoring na key component of work, and I use this opportunity for like every sector of this economy. And at the start, even with we young government, ministry, department, and agency, now make that meeting next week is so critical. The local content committee follow we clearly ensure say the Ministry of Energy not the only give contract to foreign companies because they get money, but also then they follow the National Public Procurement Authority mandate where local content link with there shall be a 10% preferential margin for ensure say the local people there get the
look at if really the agency they work with this 10% where the act say on a for work with. Will they take the short break?
GhanaSongs.org. They causing confusion.
But this confuse me, boo. Look where Uncle Nat in Wall Solid. Look in block them where them beat for them, where they save solid, and at the same amount of cement and sand then they use for beat me on. But look what in the happen, me wall down for them, all the block they all don't scatter. It like say some kind magic they behind this. You want to know the magic behind this? Now the superior quality, extra strong, extra life and extra yield cement where are the use, and that's not Dangote 3X Portland limestone cement. Dangote cement na the highest grade cement in the country. When a 42.5 R grade cement, when no one day come na this country, and na one of the highest grade pan cement where you go get na the wall. Where you want you concrete, wall and block solid, use Dangote 42.5 R cement, you no go regret them. You go get Dangote 42.5 R cement na all then shop and building material store na the one whole country.
You say you love me, but I'm a bad guy. Yeah, you can call me the banana.
Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. They come up with 3-in-1 events: fundraising dinner, dance, and live band show.
Yes, waiting you they wait for. Grab one time and join Radio Democracy as we they come up with 3-in-1 event: fundraising dinner, dance with live band show.
This fundraising dinner, dance, and live band show now for fund money for continue the good work where Radio Democracy don't they do for promote democracy na Salone.
All this go be Friday, March 29, 2019. Now the Sierra Lighthouse Hotel and Restaurant na Aberdeen Village. 7 o'clock evening time for just 500,000 loans, 1 million loans, and by donation.
This fundraising dinner, dance with live band show, get for sweet because Radio Democracy number do lily team. The date again, Friday 29 March 2019. For go inside, that just 500,000 leons, 1 million leons, and by donation. See you there.
The one that will sponsor Radio Democracy for do this 3-in-1 event now. Natscom, Salcab,
Africell,
Bolori, FI Bank,
Eco Bank,
Rokel Commercial Bank, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, Baptiste Interior Deco, and Sierra Lighthouse.
Tickets they right now na Radio Democracy office na New Englandville for just 500,000 leons and 1 million leons. In Lake Usayude. Just call 088-315-077. Your tickets go meet you na you do more.
If you self want sponsor Radio Democracy for the good work way they do, just call 077-755-153.
The program is still listening. Na Good Morning Salone. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We look at more issues inside the program this morning, and now they go na Bond. Usai the crime officer for Matun Police Station na Bond Division, Inspector James Yaya Mansare, don't say police they look inside one case. Usai one 16-year-old girl picking alleged say the paramount chief for BAP Nongo Chiefdom, PC Jonathan Kaba Toka being raped. Well, we reporter Usman Kamara look inside the story and he go now report.
This BNTM, the President Julius Madabio be a state of emergency on sexual penetration and other bad things them where they happen to woman and girl picking them as salon. Although the President be don't declare a state of emergency for protect woman and girl picking them as salon, but still the issue of rape, violence against woman them still continue. This BNTM, one 16-year-old girl Pekin, we made the talk na mende with the help of the interpreter alleged say, the paramount chief na Masubu village, inside Bonds district, PC Jonathan Kaba Toka, Mindu mami that the business with him by force.
So mulu ilailo.
Why is the leader?
Kenga fake biate.
The man devil when a pro devil come on a tongue.
So keta bauma.
With the hala.
So kemwabe muluwa kemulaiti lufinga.
Afraid they will hold the light.
Ketua ketipe mubulia.
I hit the remote. In the entry, I set up at 10 people.
Mada jo, mwena fofana yo Chloe.
Mwena fofana the small one.
So jina tijo kwati light lufi.
After I don't enter, they hold the light.
Kenya kole me nyabage la ilo kulewe nyama.
And I be where I just live and cover la papa myself.
Ke mada jo ake okulegbi anyama.
I see mada joka, he pull up papa me.
Ke gudenga nya drosima.
Grip me dross.
Mata mulu ida ma ke inyaninga.
Me begin draw te me dross.
So la sale nyogo ge yegula.
Na leader with me as a wahala.
This 16-year-old girl picking continue say after with the paramount chief PC Jonathan Kaba Toka don rape him, he may threaten and say if he talk, he go make the devil eat him.
Jina enawe okboye.
After I don't lead out me don't.
Ke egbuya ke fahen jokwa mumon pebo.
Na in common I do the big crowd enter inside the room.
Ke tinyanya wega ke tigbeya anye.
And they pull between them. I do.
Manyande jimi alomo ele keta aluwelo yelo hilo amugangwe.
Amie.
Keti penya nya keti jokwana.
And they broke the door they enter inside.
Teji fati yangu lui mahingi apela o.
I say because of the color I not grab for open the door.
So jina mada joni tati penya nya ti jokwa kwena.
After mother Joe they don't broke the door they don't enter the close every day na. And they pull and I hear they watch at them.
So kenjana keta woma.
So na mo na fofana the small. I talk say no to this.
Kamada Joe ya ibundengama.
I mother Joe grip am.
Engama draw sibla.
Chain draws.
So jina boya lalange.
After I done for ripam.
Ke edisa keta yegwa ma ya edisa betange fingama.
Hala say
Fatmata, we know to in real name. Now the sister of the alleged victim. Be they talk to Radio Democracy, but waiting is see. But with all the explanation yeah, according to the crime officer for Bond Division Matru Police Station, Inspector James Yaya Mansare say, the chief denying all the allegation yeah, na police.
We got a matter of alleged rape, the paramount chief for rape, where somebody from one village where they call Subu and the Nongobabon Chiefdom, the guy for coming a report of rape now bumped. So the guy for issue the medical paper echo for. So during the course of the investigation, we say the guy for rape now in the house beside them and they would colleague there. Today about 4 o'clock, all of a sudden, this lady have been done for free time together with even with the people they all need. Yeah, we don't get the side of the story. Deny the allegation completely. At all. Yes. Where are they just they tell the nation say this matter with the investigator without fear.
With all lengthy we happen, Radio Democracy may try for reach the paramount chief, when a PC Jonathan Kabakaba talker, but no me able get him. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
Well, from that rape story, they now with the go na Krobe. Also, some people na Krobe don't say they're ready for common at this community if government.
Good side. We no go problem, no go call, no go water, no go and we go ready for common.
No go out more like clothes, ban, follow be back.
I need help for building material and for them to go support with crisis.
No. Come place born. We go over to place so born. We go live back with peace. I so feel fine. All the presidents can we get problem our house. So I know say we see don't face so I know say get for continue for do everything.
Then people here talk this way, presidents build this BNTM go work on this community. Outside government, been getting things for it and well. Pasori Kamaran and the chief na Kube say they no go fight government if they want for problem na this community, but say then concerned for the population na this community.
If there are about 8,000 people in a crew of community, for say that they pull na be, look the kind of place I will get. If we will pull in now, no get up for there, glad today. Since we president and they sit on this country, that this man can set record for Kana crew.
This make President Biona in Waka after with this fire don't happen, say government get planned for this community.
We come for show and say we are not Sierra Leoneans then, and every Sierra Leonean life matters. We don't care who say there. If anything happens to you, I tell you, the presence here for sympathize with the whole community, with the leadership, the young man, them, the woman, them, and for sure, I say we concern and that we, any side wants Salon man they suffer, we self will go there and go see what they happen. We go plan for this community, but we go tell them when we the plan. But I don't say what we talk with the do, I know so.
Sineman Sarina, the Assistant Director of Disaster Management Department, Office of the National Security ONS, been tell me the things them would engage to people with this fire been Hamburg.
We provide food, we give them blankets, we give them buckets, we give them kitchen utensils, we give them dignity kits, mattresses, and used clothing.
So how many people are affected?
Now 309 households, 895 population, and population affected.
This make have been asked the Member of Parliament for the All People's Congress na this community, but in view of this fire we happen in community.
Honorable Alusain Kaindia Lukonte, constituency 125. I mean, it's painful for make you people and where you
the report.
Still listen to the program Good Morning Salon, and now na time for we quickly listen to Wakabot.
Man, spectacle go up and they see things, man. I say, boy, we go be done talking about departmental fee of Wabu College and can wait and they no for pay, picking up for this register. I say, yesterday for matriculation, if you see the amount of picking because of departmental, I say, you see how to man the behave, man. I say, you see. I say not the word we can talk and say, eh, bo. I say, person telling me to walk about water, oh, it's a water, the water. If you don't see the amount of gallon, man, now the I did this kind of talk at in our panda, what we talk last year, man. Wowin timap na lang po ibu balot. Na matchawin kanto man. Ate wanya after bibam to bulung. Didit not have to man bubia. I get the man and don't begin kauba. The one guy man. Me na juana ebu akabot.
The program Good Morning Salon still a continue, and now we dey look at text message them where una don send inside the program this morning. The first one we go read from we Facebook page. They come out from Enze Amara. It say the campaign slogan of Julius Maada Bio for the 2018 presidential campaign was Pauper Salon for Better. This slogan means that there will be change in every aspect of both governance and private sector, and change will be discussed at a separate aspect. Ministry of Energy talks about developments within the energy sector. Ministry of Agriculture discuss food security and living standard. Ministry of Health purely engage in a health, well-being, and welfare of the people. The era of every Jack and Jill trumpeting single cosmetic development, such as we don't make road, una not see road, is long gone. Bravo to HEBO and team.
This other one say, how can the local content policy be implemented when most of our local produce are more expensive than imported products? More work needs to be done.
This other one who don't come to the program, they say, Mr. Dabo, why is it that in Sierra Leone competition in business is not encouraged? The authorities in this nation are interested in foreign businesses because of heavy kickback that they receive. If you try it, they will discourage you by all means. They come out from Matthew Nakisi.
Another one they say, Mr. Director General, from local content, most business projects are given to big business people. The local business people are not in any way encouraged to take up business projects. They are always rejected. How do you plan to change this?
Alright, more messages. We don't come to the program this morning. This one, they say the only solution to the issue of slum dwellers is to develop new communities in all our provincial districts where we have vast empty land for factories and housing. Please bring our people back to the provinces to end their suffering in Freetown. They come up from Victor.
This other one from James, they say local content is not just about SMEs only. What about the extractive industry? They also need to be improved to showcase what the country can do.
More messages. We don't come to the program this morning. This one, they say Standards Bureau not get the right equipment for analyze properties we make up local produce. Mr. Dabo, laboratory so poor and equipped, no better equipment, no they and serve the not sabi, then very limit how they go able to determine expiry date.
Another one, they say local content is only on paper. It does not reflect on the lives of the ordinary people. We are tired of so many explanations. We want to see action this time around. Another message I will take, they say, what are you doing, Mr. Dabo, to ensure loans granted to SMEs are paid? Because that is the major problem in Sierra Leone. This other one, they say, if we are talking about local content, it should start within ourselves, we the Sierra Leonean. We should wear what people made here and eat what farmers grow. But also alone, we give more preference to waiting people than the people in other country. This other one say, Mr. Dabo, if already you say you plan for Duam, then I will say bravo to you. But these are most time the explanation of people when they take over office. This last one way I go read quickly. They say the local content policy is the only agency that will improve and showcase what Sierra Leone is making, just like the likes of Ghana and Gambia. But Sierra Leone is still behind. Well done at the last message, and the Director General then at the studio, he will quickly respond to the message then.
Yeah, thank you so much for the textiles. I believe we're all on this together as Sierra Leoneans. Definitely can relate to the frustrations. Let me start with definitely the text where it talk about, if I can summarize that, it's about patriotism. I cannot overemphasize it enough. I think I've been touched on that one day for the local content to really succeed. We can't just be talking the talk, but walking the walk and commit we self as Sierra Leoneans to that. And let me tell you, let we know say this na a different trajectory for local content. Just last Thursday, I believe Seunas have been there. I mean, a privilege for the launching of the National Development Plan by HE, the president. Where, if you look at that plan right now, we as Sierra Leoneans are encouraged that we really make time for within the clusters and they represent. You can see there's no need for, say, local content, but it cuts across every sector, every cluster. Think about this, okay? HE, the president, day in and day out, they tell you about human capital development of we indigenous people. That's local content for us. You know, the vice president, he called that plan the People's Development Plan. That's local content for us. The financial secretary, in statement, he say, we do local ownership of this plan. For us, that's local content. We, Sierra Leoneans, who for owner. The UN resident representative, he talk about strength in private sector. That's local content. So basically, that's local content in my view. People then talk about expensive products. Yes, it not make sense for the rest who can buy and cheap from Thailand, but expensive na Koinadugo. It not to tell the story. Now make we need for create the environment for local farmers then get access to finance, get the right mechanism. Now we talk about mechanized farming, so that if we farmers then capacity grow, then produce more and more, that price they drop. Oh, they say local product they expensive past the foreign. That's correct. And the issue of Standards Bureau, yes, I cannot stress that enough. Then get capacity challenge. Just recently, me and the director of Standards Bureau, and now ILO, they come in for ensure say we support then go to then call the quality management policy right now, where Standards Bureau they promote for ensure say we then capacity then labs them. Yes, so we will definitely get there as a nation. Local content not only about SMEs, of course, the extractive. Let me tell you this: we constituent of local content, the mining, agribusiness, hotel and tourism, who they monitor local content across the board. Now, quite recently, I don't write letter out for remind. It's not about threats, but for remind, say, companies that are in this country, foreign companies, whether they're the extractive or agribusiness, for say then get responsibility as per Section 40 of the Act for let them go with a local content plan. That plan they tell the story. One for know which plan they get for ensure say they hire we own Sierra Leoneans there, especially if they get the requisite skills. We need for know the plan for building capacity.
Mr. Dabo, all them things that we they talk so they're not new. We don't they hear them over the years from where they set up this local content agency. But then they talk for implement can be a problem.
Absolutely. That's the reason why we as an agency now we are charged with that responsibility for implement the Local Content Act and for ensure compliance. Okay? A very important for we. Regulation and compliance. Let me tell you, now make than ever before. Are they talk back about the political will? Are they in consultation with the political authorities there? Whether the office of the vice president, whether the financial secretary, the minister of finance, for let them empower we for let we do work. Because we can't pull this off without effective monitoring across nationwide. Now make as part of a vision, one for ensure say we'll get local content regional coordinations now the south, north, northwest and east of this country.
Continue for the between the program, Mr. Dabo. Would they look at another issue quickly? Usai the Rainbow Initiative and Henrietta Bauer Foundation. Then do one film where talk about sexual gender-based violence and other bad things them where happen to woman and girl picking them. And according to the communication and fundraising officer and Rainbow Initiative, Agatha Adalevi say this hands-off movie now for send message, but the issue them we don't they ambog girl picking them, and it say through this entertainment and believe say the message go reach all over the country. And today Thursday March 7 then go pull na do this movie. Agatha Adalevi explain more to Saptiu Kalon about this particular hands-off movie.
Well, as we all know, the campaign right now for make we tap and end gender-based violence against women and girl picking them. And as an initiative, we don't decide for use the outreach messages into the form of an audiovisual, wherein people can go easily get for watch or listen or hearing music. They will go pass on the same messages that we go they pass na radio na the schools them. So the Hands of Our Girls is purely a film where they portray what we they do and how people can go able access we center.
Is it that this film just focus on the service way Rainbow Initiative they give? What about other issues them where they affect girl picking them?
Well, the film directly they start from all they look at all the issues them. But for this part, because we get series of film, it's like a series. We get for pull each of every series. This first series will pull purely they focus on rape and domestic violence. Okay. So you go see a cast where man they beat down and they rape him picking and all them things and they afraid for complaint. So you just they look at how community people embarking look into rape, and finally now we get for come inside where person get for tell and say go na Rainbow Center. So it's like the transition stage from waiting they happen at the home, how the community they look at, and how we they look at when it can to we center them.
Okay, so the message with this film they showing a answer of in terms of let this message reach now all the side them na the country, not to just free to so no more. Because record them way can come in from woman they beat rape and the other bad thing. People still believe say they happen more na the provinces. I wanna go make sure say this film reach their side in there so people will get the message well.
Well, this is not the first official premiere. After this premiere, we do the similar thing at all the 16 districts. Then we go each district to district, and as we do at the headquarter town, we outreach team they go na community and play na community centers. The way that they go be free of charge for people and for come and watch and learn from the film.
So in terms of this film, in which language and form we then do we go make if anybody in any village you go understand the message where they inside this answer film where Rainbow Initiative together with Engetabao Foundation puts together?
Well, for a start, the film day in Creole, the proper casting of the film now in Creole. We only the subtitle and for free tone level in English. And when we go na the other provincial place them, we also get for the in Creole, but we they get an interpreter. Like for example, if you go na Kabalawe purely, you go get Fullers them or Madingos them, you will get an interpreter. We go tinap and they interpret to people them, may they able understand what in the film they about.
That's na Agatha Adalevi in the fundraising officer na Rainbow Initiative. We will talk to Saptiu Kalon inside that interview day for one film where Rainbow Initiative and the Henrietta Bauer Foundation puts together for talk about the bad thing them waking upon with women and girl picking them on sexual and gender-based violence them. And then go pull na do this film today Thursday March 7. We continue with the program, and we still get Fodiba Dabo, when the Director General and the Local Content Agency. And quickly, Mr. Dabo, they try to wrap up the program. We don't talk so much about the local content with all linked in there, so we don't talk. When exactly people go begin see you as the new director at the agency start to make a difference?
Definitely right away, and I believe say I don't already make the difference because for lay, you see, you have to have a plan, okay? You know, you just go run without know say they go.
So it's not you focus where you will showcase first as you don't take over, where people will say yes, they don't do something.
Yeah, I mean, definitely effective monitoring. What I don't do, I don't write letter out to all the companies in this country as long as you fall within we mandate as per section 40 of we act, we say that there shall be a local content plan where they tell with that story. Whether you na the mining sector you in this country, whether you na the agribusiness, energy, hotel and tourism, the banking services, manufacturing. Because the idea is, if they not report to we with them plan, there's no way we can able tell the complete story as to how we forge ahead. So clearly, we look forward for ensure say we receive that plan and we ensure say local content continue for be the joy and pride of Sierra Leone.
Okay, plenty thank you to you for the Dabo Director General from the local content policy where you don't come this morning at the studio for talk about the thing the way you plan for do for push a local content agency go before the country. Plenty thank you to you once more where you will guest inside the program Good Morning Salon this morning. And I had this edition of the program Good Morning Salon will left you. Plenty thank you to the executive producer Michael Sambola and Alex Lawrence Roma we produce the program and the rest of the Good Morning production team. Don't forget for listening to our midday show program at 12 and Salon National News 7 p.m. waiting to be 9 o'clock. We will don't bring this edition of the program Good Morning Salon come to you today. Mina Sapti Kalode say tata.
And Mina Khadija Bango, I say, have a nice day.